Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're heading over to Japan to learn about its incredible economic success story. We're talking about a country that went from being devastated after World War II to becoming a major economic force in the world. So get ready to learn because we're about to find out how Japan went from zero to hero in the world of economics. Section 2. Land of the Rising Robots, and Other Surprising Facts. Did you know that Japan has more vending machines than any other country? Seriously, they have vending machines for everything: hot coffee, ramen noodles, umbrellas, you name it. And get this, Japan even has a hotel where all the staff are robots. Need your bags taken to your room? Robot. Want fresh towels? Robot. Japan also has the oldest company in the world, Kongo Gumi, a construction company that's been around for over 1,400 years. These fun facts show us that Japan is a country that loves new ideas, works hard, and isn't afraid to be a little different. Section 3. Buckle up, Buttercup, this is how Japan did it. Over the next few minutes, we're going to uncover the secrets of Japan's economic success. We'll look at how they recovered after the war and how their technology changed everything. Get ready to be amazed by how smart and determined the Japanese people are. If you're ready for this economic adventure, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Section 4. Rising from the rubble, Japan's post-war economic miracle. Okay everyone, imagine this. It's 1945, World War II is finally over, and Japan is in ruins. But Japan, being Japan, decided to pick itself up and rebuild. What happened next was incredible. In just a few decades, Japan went from being a destroyed country to having the second strongest economy in the world. How did they do it? With a combination of government help, clever businesses, and a whole lot of hard work. It's a story that will make you want to shout, "Hooray for Japan!" Now let's talk about the three main things that helped Japan's economy recover. These are the three key factors that made Japan's economy strong again: the Korean War boom, the economic miracle period, and the rise of Japanese manufacturing. First, the Korean War. Because Japan was friends with the United States, it started supplying a lot of goods and services to the US military during the war. Then came the economic miracle period, from the 1950s to the early 1970s. The government created policies that encouraged investment, exports, and new technologies. Finally, Japanese manufacturing took off. Companies like Toyota, Sony, and Panasonic became famous worldwide for making high-quality, innovative products. Suddenly, anything with "Made in Japan" on it meant it was good quality and would last a long time. Let's talk about technology. Japan's success wasn't just about making things, it was about making things better, smarter, and faster than anyone else. One of the biggest reasons for this technological revolution was Japan's focus on research and development. Companies put a lot of money into inventing new technologies and making their existing products even better. And we can't forget about Japan's love for automation. From car factories to restaurants, Japan has always been ahead of the game in using technology to get things done faster and more efficiently. This constant drive to improve technology made Japan a world leader in electronics, cars, and many other industries. Think about it. You're probably watching this video on a device that uses Japanese technology right now. Now, making cool gadgets is one thing, but selling them to the whole world is another. Japanese companies started selling their high-quality, affordable products all over the globe. From cars to cameras, TVs to toys, you could find Japanese goods everywhere. The government also helped by encouraging companies to sell their products overseas. Japanese companies were also really good at understanding different cultures and adapting their products accordingly. They did their research, made products that people in different countries would like, and built strong relationships with partners overseas. Okay everyone, let's talk about the brains behind Japan's economic success: the government. Think of the Japanese government as a coach, guiding its businesses to victory. They created policies to encourage investment, boost exports, and help important industries grow. One of the government's main strategies was to make it easier for businesses to succeed. They lowered taxes, gave financial help to companies, and made it easier for them to borrow money. The government also played a big role in deciding which industries were important for the country's future and gave them extra support to help them compete globally. Now let's talk about the big players in Japan's economic miracle, the corporations. Before World War II, big family-controlled companies called zaibatsu ran most of Japanese industry. But after the war, the Allies decided to break up these giant companies. However, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, new corporate groups called keiretsu emerged. These new groups weren't controlled by families, but were connected through shared investments and a common goal. The keiretsu system encouraged companies to work together, which created stability and allowed them to invest in long-term projects. Now let's talk about bureaucracy, all the rules and paperwork that can make it hard to start and run a business. But in Japan, things were a little different. Instead of being a problem, bureaucracy often helped the economy grow. The Japanese government was really good at getting rid of unnecessary rules and regulations. This business-friendly environment, combined with the close relationship between the government and private companies, created the perfect conditions for innovation and growth. For example, the government created strict rules about how fuel-efficient cars had to be, which forced Japanese car manufacturers to come up with new and creative ways to make their cars use less fuel. Section 4. The Price of Prosperity, Social Challenges in a Booming Economy. Now before we get too excited about all this economic success, it's important to remember that Japan's rapid growth also created some challenges. One of the biggest problems was income inequality. As Japan's economy grew stronger, the gap between the rich and the poor widened. Another challenge was the rising cost of education and healthcare. As Japan's population got older and had fewer children, it became more expensive to take care of everyone. And let's not forget about the impact that Japan's rapid industrialization had on the environment. Factories produced a lot of goods, but they also produced a lot of pollution. Japan's economic miracle came at a cost to the environment, and future generations would have to deal with the consequences. Section 1. The Salaryman's Squeeze, Navigating Wages and Wealth Distribution. Even though Japan's economy was doing great, the average worker wasn't exactly getting rich. Sure, people in Japan often had jobs for life, but their salaries didn't always keep up with the rising cost of living. The Japanese government tried to make things fairer by creating policies like minimum wage laws and social security programs. But here's the thing about Japan. It's a culture that values harmony and working together. So, even though there were differences in wealth, people didn't talk about it openly as much as in other developed countries. Section 2. The Land of the Rising Cost of Living and How People Cope. Let's talk about how much it costs to live in Japan. It's no secret that Japan can be a very expensive place to live, especially in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. For one thing, space is limited in Japan. Apartments are usually small, even compared to places like Manhattan. And then there's the food. Japanese food is delicious, but it can also be expensive. So how do people manage? The Japanese are experts at saving money. They've turned saving into an art form. They also love using public transportation, which is clean, efficient, and much cheaper than owning a car in a country where parking spots are super rare and expensive. Okay, let's talk about womenomics. It's a fancy word that means getting more women involved in the workforce. You see, Japan has a lot of talented and educated women, but many of them don't have the opportunity to use their skills in the workplace. It's like having a super fast train but only using half the carriages. Now, there are historical and cultural reasons why this is happening. Traditionally, Japanese society expects women to focus on family rather than careers. It's like there's an invisible barrier preventing them from reaching their full potential. But here's the good news. Things are changing, even if it's happening slowly. The Japanese government is creating policies to help women balance work and family life, like affordable childcare and flexible work arrangements. More and more women are getting jobs, starting businesses, and becoming leaders in their fields. And now for the biggest challenge facing Japan's economy: demographics. Japan has one of the oldest populations in the world, and very few babies are being born. This silver tsunami, as some people call it, is a big problem for the economy. A shrinking workforce means fewer people to pay taxes, support the elderly, and keep the economy going. The Japanese government knows about this problem and is trying to encourage people to have more children by offering financial incentives and making the country more baby-friendly. But changing deeply ingrained social trends takes time. In the meantime, Japan is looking at other solutions, like allowing more immigrants into the country and, you guessed it, using more robots. These mechanical helpers might be the key to keeping Japan's economy strong even with a shrinking workforce. Okay everyone, let's talk tech. When it comes to technology, Japan is like that friend who always has the newest, coolest gadgets. From the moment they figured out how to make things incredibly small and efficient, remember those tiny pocket calculators? Japan has been leading the way in the world of technology. They are obsessed with automation, making things small and making things look cool. Remember those Sony Walkmans? Those were a classic Japanese invention. Those tiny devices changed the way we listen to music. Suddenly you could listen to your favorite songs wherever you went. And then there's the Shinkansen, Japan's famous bullet train. This super fast and efficient train has been transporting people across Japan at incredible speed since 1964. Section 2, from Walkmans to wafus, Japanese innovation, from weird to wonderful. But Japan's technological skills aren't just about practicality and efficiency. They also like to use technology to create some pretty strange and wonderful things. We're talking robot dogs that can sense how you're feeling, toilets that can analyze your, and virtual pop stars that have millions of fans without ever existing in real life. Some people might think this obsession with strange and wacky inventions is a little odd, but why not? Why can't a toilet be a technological marvel? Japan's willingness to try new things and push the boundaries of what's possible is what makes it such an innovative country. Section 3, the AI advantage. Can Japan lead the next technological revolution? Now let's talk about the future. The future is not just a distant dream, it's being built right now, and Japan is at the heart of this transformation. And when it comes to the future of technology, one thing is for sure: artificial intelligence, or AI, is going to be huge. It's not just a trend, it's a revolution. Japan has always been fascinated by AI and its potential to solve problems, and even explore what it means to be conscious. This fascination is deeply rooted in their culture and innovation spirit. They've created robots that can play sports, write poetry, and even conduct orchestras. These aren't just gimmicks, they showcase the incredible versatility and potential of AI. But beyond these incredible inventions, Japan is also thinking about the ethical and social implications of AI. They understand that with great power comes great responsibility. They're asking important questions like, what does it mean to be human in a world with intelligent machines? How do we coexist with these new entities? How do we make sure that AI is used for good and not for bad? These are not just technical questions but moral and philosophical ones. These are big questions that people all over the world are thinking about, and Japan is leading the way in addressing them. Japan will be right there at the forefront of the AI revolution, not just as a participant but as a leader, shaping the future of technology, and maybe even the future of humanity. The world is watching, and Japan is ready to lead. Section 4. The future is now, and it probably involves a robot. So, there you have it, folks. Japan's journey from a devastated country to an economic powerhouse is a testament to its resilience, ingenuity, and belief in the power of technology. As Japan faces new challenges like an aging population and increased global competition, technology will continue to play a crucial role in its future. Whether it's developing new energy sources, finding solutions to social problems, or just creating robots that make us laugh, Japan is well positioned to remain a global leader in innovation. So we've traveled through time, explored Japan's recovery after the war, and witnessed its incredible technological advancements, but what does it all mean? What is the legacy of Japan's economic miracle? Well, first and foremost, Japan's story is a testament to the strength and determination of the human spirit. This is a country that faced immense challenges and emerged stronger and more innovative. But Japan's impact goes far beyond its own borders. Its products, technologies, and culture have spread throughout the world, influencing everything from the cars we drive to the video games we play. Japan's story reminds us that economic success doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of hard work, smart planning, a willingness to embrace new ideas, and a little bit of that Japanese spirit. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's all very impressive, but what does Japan's economic miracle have to do with me? Well, the answer is quite a lot, actually. That's a fair question. But here's the thing. Japan's story is full of valuable lessons that we can all learn from, whether we're running a business, managing our money, or just trying to make ends meet. It's not just about economics, it's about a mindset and approach to life. One of the biggest takeaways from Japan's experience is the importance of thinking long-term and having a plan. This isn't just about having a 5-year business plan, but about envisioning the future you want and taking steps to get there. The Japanese government didn't just throw money at problems. They were strategic and thoughtful. They figured out which industries were important, invested in education and infrastructure, and encouraged innovation. This holistic approach ensured that all parts of society moved forward together. They played the long game, and it paid off. Their patience and persistence are key lessons for anyone looking to achieve lasting success. Another important lesson is the power of working together and supporting each other. In Japan, collaboration is deeply ingrained in the culture. Japan's success wasn't just about individual brilliance. It was about people coming together to achieve a common goal. This sense of community and teamwork can be applied in any context, from corporate settings to local communities. And let's not forget the importance of being open to change and new ideas. Japan has shown that adaptability is crucial for progress. Japan has always been at the forefront of technological advancement. Their willingness to embrace new technologies has kept them ahead of the curve. They understood that to stay ahead, you need to keep moving forward. This forward-thinking approach is something we can all learn from and apply in our own lives. But it's not all smooth sailing for Japan. They face some big challenges in the 21st century that could determine their economic future. One of the most pressing issues is that aging population we talked about. With fewer young people to support a growing elderly population, Japan is dealing with a shrinking workforce and a strained social safety net. Then there's the challenge of keeping the economy growing in a globalized world. Japan isn't the only country excelling in technology and innovation anymore. It faces tough competition from China, South Korea, and other emerging economies. To stay ahead, Japan needs to keep investing in research and development and be ready to adapt to changing global markets. And let's not forget about the environmental challenges facing Japan, a country that's very susceptible to natural disasters and the impacts of climate change. Finding a balance between economic growth and protecting the environment will be crucial for Japan's long-term success. As we say goodbye to the land of the rising sun, let's take a moment to reflect on its remarkable journey. Let's raise a glass to Japan's incredible economic journey, a tale of resilience and innovation. It's a story that has amazed and inspired people all over the world, from bustling metropolises to quiet towns. Japan's legacy is one of innovation, resilience, and a dedication to excellence. From cutting-edge technology to timeless craftsmanship, it's a reminder that even when faced with huge challenges, with a little creativity and a lot of determination, a lot of hard work, and a commitment to quality, and maybe a few helpful robots, anything is possible. Japan has shown us that the future is bright. So the next time you're enjoying a delicious bowl of ramen, savoring each bite, listening to music on your fancy headphones, appreciating the clarity and precision, or marveling at the latest technological gadget, think about the innovation and hard work behind it. Take a moment to appreciate the contributions of Japan, a country that has truly earned its place as a global economic leader. From its bustling cities to its serene countryside, Japan's economic prowess is evident everywhere. That's all from us tonight, folks. Thanks for watching and for joining us on this journey through Japan's economic landscape. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And leave a comment below telling us what you found most surprising about Japan's economic miracle. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay awesome.